Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing an unboxing. Um, so as some of you may know from my Instagram, I posted a video about, just little sneak peeks here and there about the journey that I'm on with relation to real estate. So today, well, let me rewind a bit. So like I said, I've hinted at some different things related to real estate and that I was in the process of buying my first property, my first rental property, which I will be house hacking, which means that the property that I got, it's separated like a duplex where on one side there will be renters, I'll have tenants, and then the other side I'll actually be living in. So the idea is that, like while you still have your mortgage, there are people who are paying you rent, which, that money would ideally take care of your mortgage. But once you move out of that place and move on to your next property or your next residency, you're able to now rent out the space that you were living in, charge rent for that area as well, and there's your profit for the property. So, when you're house hacking or with any rental property or any investment property, I'll say, you definitely want to run your numbers in relation to what your goals are. But that's a separate video. I'll definitely try to get into that in another video, like the ins and outs of my journey, the things that I've been doing, the things that I went through, some of the things I looked at, how I ran the numbers, da 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 da. But today, so for my first rental property, like I mentioned, like with the house hacking thing, like I'm living in part of the property. So what I plan on doing is having security for this property, and I was between two different things. I was between the security system with Simplisafe, and then the security system with Ring, which a lot of people are familiar with, Amazon's product, or I don't know if it's necessarily Amazon's product, but it's Ring, and it's available on, they're both available on Amazon, but I feel like the Ring cameras, the Ring doorbells, those are what are most popularly bought for home surveillance or security cameras, all of those things. So with each of them, I weighed out the pros and the cons, and ultimately I landed on using Simplisafe for my property. So the box came, all of the cameras, the setup, the alarms, all of that came, and I'm going to be unboxing that today. So first thing is, I haven't really opened any of this because I knew that I definitely wanted to just kind of do this on camera, show you guys what opening the Simplisafe setup looks like. You can, of course, customize on the website, look for certain things that you feel are more unique to what you would want, but I got a system called, I think, Lighthouse, and they were having like a 40 or 50% off sale on the website, so instead of it being 600 something, it ran about 250, like something like that. So that's what it costs for the entire system. And then they also offer with that, the first 30 days, you would be getting a month of their security where it's a, let me see if it says it on here. Actually, no, I'll show you what that's talking about once I open this a bit more. So let's get started. Getting the app on the App Store, because you can control this through an app on your phone. So that's what we have for the Let's Get Started. You downloading the app, making sure you can log into your account. Cool. I've done the app. Like I've done this part, downloading the app. So boom. Now let's do this. Start protecting your home in just a few minutes. No tools needed. So with this setup, just like with Ring, you can either set it up yourself or you could have someone come out and set it up for you. They allow you to have that option on the website. What I opted for was trying to see if I could set it up myself, because ideally, like, I don't want to have to pay 120 something for a technician to come out and stick a camera here, stick a camera there, and tell me to log into the app and it's already done. I really just don't feel like paying $1 something for someone just to do that. So we're gonna see if I can just set this up myself. So the first thing that's in this little packet right here is the sign where it says protected by Simplisafe. So you would just place this outside of your home or however you plan, like just wherever you plan on setting it up, maybe in your window, just so people can see that you have monitoring at your home. And this is what I was trying to refer to earlier, this monitoring and police dispatch. So there's a 30-day free trial of that. Otherwise, having 24/7 monitoring and police dispatch, like right at your fingertips, that costs about $29 a month for that service. Outside of that, if you get this and don't want to pay for the service, same as with Ring. I think Rings is $20 a month though. But if you get this and decide you don't want this, then you ultimately just have a camera outside of your home, which is fine as well. Like a lot of people opt for that. Like if you live in an area where, like you just want to know when your packages are coming, or let's say like you want to know when things are being delivered or who's at the door before you go to the door, you may just want the surveillance camera. Like that's perfectly fine. But they do offer that free trial of the 30 days for the monitoring. And since this is a rental property for me, I will be paying for this as something that would be, I don't want to say an amenity, but something that would be added as I don't know what the right word is. Like, is it perk? Is it amenity? Something that's included with what my tenants will be getting. So that's that. The sign. What else we have in here? So we also have, I don't know why I tried to like lean it toward the camera to show the other things that are in here. So stickers. These could probably go on your windows as well. Has the little adhesives on the back that you could attach. So yeah. Oh, the adhesives. It seems like those are for the actual device that is in here. So the keypad. Also in here is the security system owner's manual. So let's get into the actual equipment now that we've gotten that out of the way. Ooh, okay. So let's see. So this is just the shipping list. Like you just see it says Simplisafe. I'm just covering my address, but you can see like the list of the things that it comes with. So the outdoor camera, the indoor camera, the motion sensor, the base station, which also doubles as an alarm, the folder that I just showed you all, the keypad, the entry sensors, the yard signs, the quick start guide. So those are all the things that were packaged in here. So this is a bit more equipment than I was expecting. Okay, so like I was expecting like 5 things. I guess it's about 5 things. But anyway, so inside there are these individual boxes for each device. So we grab one of these little ones because I know exactly what this is. These are sensors that are put around windows. So it's called like an entry sensor. And basically what it does is if someone opens a window, then it can tell when these sensors aren't aligning. Like if you have your home armed, like the security system armed, then that will trigger. So that's what this is. You can see it says entry sensor. So in my kit, I have 3 of them. Ooh, it's magnetic. Ooh, okay, yeah. But I have 3 of them in my kit, so that's what's here. And in the side of the rental property that I'll be staying in, there are 2 windows, and you can also put one on the door. And then on the other side, there are, 5 windows on the other side of the property where sensors can also be placed. The second thing is this keypad, which is what you would use to arm and disable the alarms. So you would arm your system when you leave, or like when you're going to bed at night, things like that. What's this one? Wireless outdoor security camera. So, oh, I thought I could just straight up open this. Okay, so it's open here. I actually do want to just open it though. Y'all are about to watch me struggle opening this. Wow. Okay, well, that wasn't so bad. Okay, so this is the camera. You know, like obviously this is different from the Ring, whereas the Ring cameras, they tend to have like the doorbell with the camera. For where I stay, I did not want a doorbell. So that was like one of the other deciding factors for me with this system, because honestly, they were kind of equally yoked as far as the quality, the price points, and everything. My thing is this, with the promotion that Simplisafe had at the time, they were also having it to where you could have your outdoor camera, but it also came with a free, mind you, is what they said it was, free smart alarm wireless indoor security camera as well. So that definitely played a role in my choices, because I would want to set up one inside and set up one outside. I don't necessarily know if the one inside is necessary, but if they're going to offer the free equipment, then I'm going to set it up and I'm going to see how I can leverage it or use it. So obviously I would be taking that with me once I move out of here, because the tenant who would be moving in after I leave, like whoever I place in the property after me, you know, it wouldn't be necessary for the indoor camera unless that's something that they feel like they want to have. I feel like that's a sticky kind of situation when you're transferring over security equipment to the next tenant or whoever would be using the property. Like obviously I want to monitor my properties to make sure that they're kept in good condition and different things like that. I also am utilizing a property management company, which should help with upkeep as well. But you know, like you never know with certain things. First time, first go, definitely want to do it the most secure way possible. But yeah, so this is the camera. I need to figure out how I place this outside of my door. So I see like a little thing for a swivel on the bottom, like a screw part. You know, obviously this part keeps falling out. But yeah, I need to figure out how I can install this outside. So there are probably like installation pieces in here maybe. But that's the camera. Like I already showed you, the smart alarm wireless indoor camera, and it says open here. So it's open here. So I'm gonna open this one. Okay, it's a bit better. Okay, that's a lot more tiny than I was expecting. So it's like this little square camera. This kind of looks like a mini modem, like something for internet. But yeah, so this is the mini indoor camera. On the back side, I can see like there's a connection point for like what would be like a USB connection, but it does say wireless, so maybe like that's a charging port probably. So yes, that is the indoor camera. This here, what is this? Yard sign stake. Okay, so that's for the yard sign that I was talking about. I was hoping it would come with a yard sign stake. Like I didn't see one at the time. Like obviously in this little packet part, I didn't see one. So I don't understand why it comes in all these pieces like this. That seems a little unnecessary, but okay. All these different pieces. But yeah, so it has a little yard sign stake for the yard sign part. What's the next thing? The next thing is the base station, which I said also doubles as an alarm that goes off. So the back says make sure you power outlet. Your base station is plugged into, isn't control. Wait, what? Why is it doing like this? Make sure the power outlet your base station is plugged into isn't controlled by a light switch, which you could accidentally cut. Okay, that makes sense. Definitely want to make sure of that. I don't know why it was hard for me to read what it was trying to say at first. But yes, here's the base station. Just, okay, the power adapter part. And I'm sorry, I'm like everywhere we're trying to open this thing. Struggling. Alright, so here's the base station. I might as well take it out the plastic because I am going to be setting this up once I unbox everything. Okay, to activate batteries. This is the base station. You can see the little holes on the top for where sound would come out because like I said, again, doubles as an alarm. You could probably put this in a corner somewhere. It's very simple. Like the design is very simple. That's pretty nice. But yeah, so that's the base station. What else do we have here? That was just the power adapter for the base station. And the last thing it seems we have here is the motion sensor. Okay. The motion sensor is what I've heard a lot of people have, I don't know, like different qualms about, where they're just kind of like, oh, like it scares my dog when the motion sensor is triggered by like my dog, like walking around and turns on the alarm and things like that. So I've gotten the impression that these motion sensors are kind of sensitive, but at the same time, like that's what they're built to do, like detect motion if you arm your system. So like thinking about it while I'm saying it out loud, like that is kind of stupid that people didn't expect for their dog to trip up their alarm system. Like while I do understand that that would be very inconvenient, it's still like, well, that's, yeah. Anyway, so that is the motion sensor. But yeah, so that's everything. We got the motion sensor, the base station, closing the box. But yeah, okay, so we got the motion sensor, the base station, the wireless indoor security camera, wireless outdoor security camera. What are these? Entry sensors, 3 different entry sensors, and the keypad. And that's the power adapter, Simplisafe sign, some adhesives, stickers, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, just showing what's in this security system setup for Simplisafe, and I will give some follow-up, maybe in a comment or maybe even in another video, like just like a quick 1 or 2 minutes about how I feel about the system once it's set up. But for the most part, that's it for the unboxing. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope this was helpful for you to see. Giving my reasons and opinions around why I chose this system over Ring or other systems. Just a quick note that I'll also add: the reason why I chose Simplisafe over ADT, I think it's called ADT, ADP, something like that. The one where it's like that blue sign saying that the house is under surveillance, or like I feel like it's like one of the most popular ones. The reason I didn't choose that one is because that one was very expensive, and based on the reviews that I read, it didn't seem like it did anything different from Simplisafe's 24/7 security monitoring and police dispatch. And, and also Rings, it didn't seem like it did anything different from that. Like it didn't seem like it was any more secure to have the ADT system over either of these options. But for some reason, I guess because of the name, like, you know, brands with their names, the name costs money. They know it's something that's trusted. They know that people trust them, that they're secure. So I do feel like that played heavily into their pricing. But people also said things like, you know, people also said things like, you know, the app itself was hard to set up, and they dealt with complications with setup, and they always needed a technician to come out and set it up for them. Or like if the power goes out, the system wasn't using or not internet connection, but it wasn't using cellular connection to be able to keep your home secure in the event that there's a power outage. So let's say you're away from home, there's a power outage, your system would just automatically be disarmed. So that, like, those are just some of the things that I read. I don't know if those are things that have changed, or if that was something with those people's systems that they experienced and maybe have changed over time, different things like that. But it was just enough of them that I've seen in reviews where they were experiencing certain issues between the app, the security, the cost. It just didn't seem like it was worth dealing with. So yeah, that's why I selected Simplisafe. It seemed like a lot of people, I have read through the Bigger Pockets forums, um, where a lot of real estate investors and property owners or property management companies use Simplisafe in order to keep their properties or Airbnbs secured and safe in the event that they're not there, or different things like that. So they offer watching live camera feed from that outside security camera. Kind of again the same things that Ring offers as well. I think the one difference that I also saw between this one and Ring was that this dispatching is a bit quicker than with Ring. So that was another reason or another factor that weighed or swayed me toward using Simplisafe. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. I'll definitely do my best to answer. And yeah, thank you. Bye.